Our sponsors, of course, we'd like to give thanks to our sponsors, the Maya Freight folks at the Bermuda Island Shipping Limited. Of course, True Roof, the Bermuda paint folks over there on Watlington Road for all your painting needs, the best roof systems in Bermuda. And our folks at Oliver Travels. Thank you ever so much for your sponsorship. Without you guys, we'd have a struggle of putting these races on. And here come our entries for our first heat of the afternoon, first heat of 2016. Once again, Happy New Year to you all. These are our entries for our first heat. Out in front, sporting the #1 saddle pad, it's Iron Mike, owned by Mr. Robert Lopes and being driven this afternoon by Mr. Tyler Lopes. And on the outside, with the #2 saddle pad, it's Spirit of Brona. Spirit of Brona, owned and driven this afternoon by Mr. Keith Woodley. This is for the 109-3 to 110-3 division time bar. And our stock car has now collected our 2 entries for our first heat of the afternoon. 2 ponies up and 2 ponies out. 2016 Bermuda, here we go. Out of the first turn they come. The rail pony, Iron Mike, setting the pace up over Spirit of Brona as they come out of the Simsfield turn. 2 nicely evenly matched ponies heading into paddock turn. Into paddock turn and down the backstretch they go. Tyler Lopes with Iron Mike still being pushed along by Spirit of Brona with Keith Woodley in the bike as they blaze down the backstretch into Hingham High turn. Coming out of the Simsfield turn, it's still Iron Mike, Spirit of Brona, settled in behind nicely, just sitting in wait as they go across us here again on Spectator's turn. Around paddock turn and down the backstretch they go for the final time in this heat. Iron Mike still out in front. Spirit of Brona swinging out now to try and make way across the rail pony as they head around Hingham High turn. Spirit of Brona now picking up a bit more speed as they come out of the 4th turn. They're too wide. Iron Mike on the inside. Spirit of Brona coming strong, but not enough real estate. To the wire, it is Iron Mike by a head over Spirit of Brona. Here come our entries for heat #2 of the afternoon. Out in front, sporting the #1 saddle pad, is Skyway Majestic out of the Simsfield stables and being driven this afternoon by one of our visiting international drivers, Mr. Dale Miller. With the #2 saddle pad, it's Real Ladylike, owned and driven today by Mr. Dylan De Silva. And on the outside, sporting the #3 saddle pad, Inwood's Generation, owned by the Truan family and being driven this afternoon by young Casey Truan. This is for the 106-1 to 107-1 division time bar. Stock car has now collected our 3 entries for this heat 2 of the afternoon. 3 ponies up, a very good start, and 3 ponies out. Let's sort them out as they come out of the first turn. And the rail pony, Skyway Majestic, with Dale Miller on the bike. He's the pace setter of over Real Ladylike, Inwood's Generation, pushing the whole field along across us here on Spectator's turn. Running as they started, 1, 2, and 3 around paddock turn and down the backstretch they go. Oh, it looks like they're all joined. It's Skyway Majestic who's being pushed along by Real Ladylike, Inwood's Generation. Back about a quarter now, trailing the field as they go around Hingham High turn. Out of the Simsfield turn, Skyway Majestic trying to gain himself a bit of room. Real Ladylike not giving an inch. Inwood's Generation still there in the mix, still off by a quarter, trailing the field. Around paddock turn and down the backstretch for the final time of this heat. Skyway Majestic giving himself a bit of breathing room now. He's out by a quarter, but there he goes and puts the brakes on, it seems like, as Real Ladylike is now starting on the outside, being pushed along by Inwood's Generation. They're still all bunched up, still running 1, 2, and 3 as they come out of the Simsfield turn and down the home stretch. It's Skyway Majestic with Real Ladylike and Inwood's Generation. They finish as they started. These are our entries coming at us now for heat #3 of the afternoon. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, those of you following on the race card, tea time has scratched from this heat and from the races for today. So in the meantime, out in front sporting the #1 saddle pad, Pastor Paul, owned and driven today by Mr. David Lopes. With the #3 saddle pad, it's Shady's Liberty out of the Inwood stables and being driven today by Miss Candace Martins. And on the outside, sporting the #4 saddle pad, 'Brona's Girl, owned and driven today by Mr. Keith Woodley. This is for the 107-2 to 109-2 division time bar. Star has now collected our 3 entries for this heat number 3 of the afternoon. 3 ponies up and 3 ponies out. A bit of a staggered start. A start nonetheless. Out of the first turn they come. Pastor Paul serving up notice as he comes out of the Simsfield turn with a 2-pony length lead now over Shady's Liberty. Back another length to 3/4 of a length to Bronos Girl as they head into paddock turn. Down the backstretch they blaze. Pastor Paul has grown himself a 2.5 length lead now over Shady's Liberty. Back another full length now to Bronos Girl as they blaze down the backstretch, heading around Hingham High turn. Mr. David Lopes, they call him Skinny Legs and all, as he comes out of the 4th turn again with Pastor Paul rocking and rolling out in front. Has extended that lead some now to 3 and a piece over Shady's Liberty. Shady's Liberty now a bit under pressure from Bronos Girl, who has closed the distance down. Into paddock turn and down the backstretch they go for the final time in this heat. Pastor Paul still out in front, but that distance is closing now. It's just 1 3/4 as Shady's Liberty has run into that space, being chased down by Bronos Girl, who's still off by a half. Out of the Simsfield turn and down the home stretch they come from wire to wire. He's back, Pastor Paul with Shady's Liberty and Bronos Girl.